Y'all looking at nickels and quarters, customer wrap. Let's see. I'll go live. There we go. So today, I will say this. I have a quarter ender that is silver. That's Sunday afternoon, not Monday night or whatever. So basically, what I'm going to do is sort the nickels by pre 2005 to one bucket. More modern is going to be 2006 forward. Only thing we'll pull out is going to be anything, if I see anything older or any of the Western Journey nickels. We'll pull those out, see how many we get separate. I'll check for errors on those later. Then we'll separate the quarters. So I got about an hour and a half to get this done because I have to be somewhere for 5 on a Sunday afternoon. So what we do is tomorrow night, we'll look through the more modern for beehives and die cracks and die chips. Well, all I'm going to look for die cracks. So I'm saving the quarters for last because of that ender. So let's get started on these customer wrap nickels. We're looking for any buffaloes, V nickels, the usual stuff. Pre-60. So basically what I'm going to do is we're going to do this. Flip them over. I got separate buckets for each style. If it looks low, I'm going to go ahead and scope it. Oh, my scope ain't turned on. The scope is not turned on this computer screen, that is. So this is 79 there. And I got this. It keeps coming up on the wrong screen. I don't know why. I'm not using that today. One whole quarters. There's the 61. I'll go and pull that out. It's a Denver. Let me get y'all where y'all can see the date. 61 Denver. Those will go up above the rolls. The reason I pull out 6160 is because you definitely need those for your first Jefferson nickel book. I always say that. I'm going to always say that. So I am scoping these for those dates. Like I said, for the newer ones, for the beehives, I'm going to just pull those off to the side. We'll do that tomorrow night. And we are looking for proofs. Box of Nicholas did produce 72S proof. Last box did. That was amazing. Didn't get no silver. Looking for 24 Denvers, 2009s, especially those. Those are low mintage. They're going to be semi-key dates. Denvers, all 2009s are considered key dates. We got a 63, and it's a Denver. I might start putting rows together by dates just a little bit. Just add a few here and there because it's kind of expensive when you do a $100 box. So we're gonna do separate stack for the 60s up in the background. So right now I'm not looking for anything like die chips or anything like that on these buildings. 78. For the quarter. One row down, we can still got 260s. Hey, Dirty Waters, welcome in. I don't know where my scale is. I sold coins over the weekend. I gotta get that put into a Ziploc bag. And really, I can't weigh them because they're in paper rolls because it's going to throw you off the actual weight. There's my scale. I thought that was crazy. I saw that in. The dude at the bank goes, "What's the problem?" I said, dude, this is silver. He goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "Look at the reverse." So this is Standard Liberty quarter. And so I pulled up the PCGS app. So let's do the quarter one. So here's the SLQ ender. $292.2. Now, so we got three different style rows. We have these two rows. We got this wrap and this style. So let's go ahead and weigh this one. So what was this one again? I said 292.2. 234. So this is plus one. Yeah, this is gonna be a plus 1/4. So that doesn't work. Let's see what about the other ones. 227.3. 227.5. Paper's gonna make away a little bit different. So you're gonna have some variations. 227.3. So it's possible the second row may have a silver in there, it being heavy. 226.9. 227.3. Okay. So, oh yeah. But this one's plus, it's got to be plus one. 234.3. It's the same style wrapper. Let's take the top one out of this other one and see what we get, which is Fort McKinney. $292, $229, $229.2. 228.7. So something's off with this quarter wrap. We'll find out. Could be a foreign coin in there. Who knows? I want to get to these nickels. Nickels takes a little bit longer. I'm just going to sort them out. So I'm not looking for anything special. $64. Philly. I'm going to stack all the 60s together. Dirty, I will do a video of your nickels that you sent. I want to separate them out by size and all that. That's going to be a whole separate video. All that bag of nickels. I'm only scoping this style. Look for anything older. Yeah, I'm going to do a video on that I want to show how to separate all those styles out. That's going to be more fun. I want to need more nickel tubes though. Then I'll order a box of 100 off Amazon. It's a modern one. So now I'll go back later, look on these. I may do them tonight on some of these off camera. Oh, we got a first Western. Here we go. We got the Westward Journey series. Those all we'll be looking for on here. There's a bunch of double dies on not on the regular, the special the satin finish sets have doubling on those. I did not know that. So I'm start searching those for doubling. There's an 83 with some steps on it. And so I'll pull these out, separate these later more by. I got a few tubes left, nickel tubes, so I may start setting up an 83 nickel tube and 82 nickel tube. As I come across them, put them in there. Hopefully get some nice ones. Okay, that's row is done. Not everybody left. Just me. Just me. That's okay. It'd be nice if I get some silver in these rolls. I doubt that's going to happen. Go ahead, kill boat. Nice 7. Oh, we got silver. I got silver. Dirty Waters, you left. I got silver on the board. 1943. What mint mark? Okay. For those who left, 1943. And there is big old S above the dome. So now do we have now you have a war nickel with silver. We know we got a quarter. That's 90% silver. And those are 35% silver. I've got more silver out of custom wrap rolls or in change than I have box hunting. So that's a pretty cool find. Yes, silver on the board, 43S. And there's I see no RPM on there. No RPM. This is probably an AG3 condition. I will take silver all day long. $72. Yep. Older style. Sometimes you have more luck with customer wrap than you do bank wrapped. I can tell you that much. Have you posted a video yet, Dirty? Hey, dude, I got something special. I'm going to put a package together for you. You can probably get it right around Christmas, I hope. A few little coins, odds and ends, especially a special one. Okay, push everything over there. We got another Pacific right there. And there's a Philly Minute one. We'll be checking doubling for that one. Another 82. That's a nice looking 82 also. Albert's is better looking in the reverse. It's amazing how when Jeopardy Nichols, how bad the reverse sometimes gets more damage than the obverse. Yep, wrong stack. Yep, modern. Here we go. Curious. I forget how much a war nickel weighs. Due to wear and tear, weighs 4.8 grams. This is a regular nickel. 4.9. So that tells you how much that nickel wore off. This is how I used to hunt nickels before I knew about die chips on the building. Exactly how I used to hunt. And before I started doing live, I still kept it up just to separate them out. I want to give you where I can do dual cameras. So I can do this with the camera on the scope and the camera looking down on the table. So like how Digging Dave does. Oh, I got 2005. Philly. Another West Pacific View. I'll have to find that nickel later. Oh, dude, I want to, man. I want to send you something you can't find in y'all's part of the country. I'm being found down here. You're gonna be surprised. The one thing I'd like to get from you, I cannot find, is one of those brokered branch quarters. I have gone through tons of those nickels. I mean quarters, looking for their broken branch. Now in the Ozarks, that tree is to the right, the one that's like it's close to you. Look in that Y up at the top of that branch. You can find die chips there. So the only thing I'm scoping these older style nickels. The newer styles, I'll look back check later for die breaks, die chips, whatever. These I'll go back through too. I'll probably do the back check on this style tomorrow night. That's usually where I find most of the errors at on those. Now I'm saying I can't find something on these the older style. I found some die cracks, die chips here and there on those. Found that proof last weekend, or this week. Whoa, what was that one again? This one's struggling slightly to the collar, but not enough to worry about. We got another 2005 coming up. Westward Journey. Pacific View again, I think. No, it's the Buffalo. I'm sorry. Got a die gouge. That might qualify for a spear bison. Look right there. A little die gouge. That might qualify for a spear bison. I don't know. I'll have to ask somebody about that one. Man, I see in 1984. That was my senior year in high school. Our class really came together. That year I didn't get picked on as much as I used to. Oh, I missed one. Hang on. Got an old ender right there. I don't know. Let's see what that one is. Let's get that one out. Maybe nothing. Ah, it's a 64. Denver. Move everything back up here in the pile so I can separate. 83. Yeah, it's in decent shape. I'll pull it out later. So I gotta be someplace at 5 o'clock. So I'm hurrying up trying to get this sorted out as fast as possible. We got 2004, and it is the very first one, the piece. So now we got at least one of each, which is always my goal. You got one of each in any hunt. And I was so bad I had to scope and see which style it was. It's nasty. You're the wrong side. I did not scope you. 2004, Keelboat. There's just two of those now. Semi for Denver. It's so cool the other night they had that proof show up. It's been a long time since I found a proof nickel in a roll. Two, 2001. As you will remember, the attack of 911, which happened on my sister's birthday. She wasn't happy about that. I'll tell you a cool little story about 911. I found it until later. I played a game called MechWarrior Mercenaries. Back then it was MechWarrior 4. And one of the guys that joined our group later, like in 2002 or 3, might have been 3, I guess it was a tank gunner. So in other words, he operated in a tank. And they had a show on Discovery about the Marine Corps training shooting with the tanks. So we're sitting there talking. I said, man, dude, I saw an episode about the Marines training in tanks when they got notified about the attack on the buildings. He goes, well, my unit was on the Discovery show. This was on Discovery. And I was telling him which episode it was. He goes, dude, I'm in that video. So he was actually, they were told while they were doing training, because all of a sudden they got notified they got activated immediately because he was in reserves. They immediately got activated for duty that day. That was crazy. That somebody who I kind of knew playing the game was in a video on a channel during the attack on 911. Now, he did serve in Iraq for a year. Well, he went over there. He was there for 6 months. Then he got injured. He had to come home. He ended up getting medical discharge, honorable medical discharge. His tank got hit by an IED, and apparently the tank had some stress metal issues they did not know about. And inside the tank compartment with him and the tank commander said that some parts blew off and injured him and the tank commander. So he got sent home 6 months before he was supposed to come home because his time was almost. Whoa! There we go. I didn't mean to search, but 1, 2, 3 beehives on this nickel. Got the beehive by the FS. Die chip in the E. Okay, we got our first beehive. I didn't mean to scope that one. No, 2004, Keelboat. It's 2000. I hadn't heard from him in a long time, though. Another guy who I played with in Maine, he's not doing good in good health. I actually got an email from his wife saying he was in the hospital. He had to sell his construction company He ended up retiring. In 2000, that guy he had 35 cell towers to put up in Maine. He had to build roads to them. That's crazy. They was putting cell towers on the mountain, on hilltops and all that. In some places, they actually had to build temporary dikes or dams to drive across to put the cell tower equipment up. It's the only way they could do it. Yep. Okay, I was in the wrong bucket. Okay. If I get anything else in the nickels other than some die chips, I'm happy because I got a war nickel. Got a war nickel. I'm a happy person. I gotta watch my time. Come on out, nickels. There we go. Let's see a D on the back of this nickel. Probably 64. Yep, 64. The thing about what's going to happen if they just try to change the composition of the nickel? I know there's rumors about them doing that. What would they use? Would they go aluminum? Okay, this one's so messed up, I can't even recognize the outburst. It's like a more modern Jefferson nickel. So y'all seen how I used to hunt nickels before I started doing lives? Or when I used to do the stop-go method of making videos. Older style, 2002. Denver. There's another old style. So I'm really only trying to scope those. I just accidentally scoped the other nickel by accident with those 3 beehives on there. That's gonna be fun trying to figure out how to classify that one. Okay. And I'm actually short $100 on coins. So I'm going to probably go, maybe go tomorrow to pick up from my regular bank a couple more rows of quarters. It depends on how well I do tonight. Okay, old style, old style, old style, old style. New style. New style, old style. Oh, yeah. I'm getting confused. God dog it. That one's beat up. 70 Denver. 79 Denver. Now next year, since I'm doing nickels, I'm going to go buy a whole new set of books. First, including the first year, be my 6th book. Wherever I find, it's going to go into those books. In 2002. A7 Philly. That's going to be a little bit more of a process per se. Because I can't do a whole book. I could probably almost do a 80% completion rate on more modern, say from 60 on 64 on up. Another kill boat. That'd be a third one of the hunt. You would think to be more of this style laying around because more current, produce more than these were produced. That's not the case. Okay, one more row of nickels, and we're going to get into the quarters, and we're going to do the silver end of first. I wonder if somebody was not paying attention or a kid did this. Who knows? You just don't see SRQ enders on rolls. About 64. Denver. I do have some books I need to finish looking at too anyway, the Jefferson Nichols. Figure out what I need for those books. Worry about that next year. A3 Philly. Somewhat nice. Let's see. See this if I was doing some whatnot, I could have music going in the background. 2005. Denver. Pacific View. '76. Okay. That is it on those nickels. I'll go through them later. Another one fall. Quarter time. I was going to do the SLQ first. We'll say this is the heaviest one for last. Here we go, y'all. SLQ. You're going to find out what day it is. Hey, that's all right. Look, you're going to figure out what date this is. Got the nickels done. So, that's crazy. It's all women quarters. They got an SLQ, which actually is a woman. Really think about it. Walking Liberty. There we go. That's what date it is. 1925 SLQ. No mint mark. Y'all believe in God. We trust is somewhat there. Pretty well worn down. So, yeah, I like to get a full detailed one out. So we got George. Let's see, I'm just going to. Now, if I say a 2020, 2019, 2020, we're going to be scoping for the W, and it's not one. Okay, Denver. Women's quarters, women quarters. Women. More women, more women. I see a lot of these. Maria Tall Chief. I got the one with the die gouging the chest out of a mint roll. I'll have to break that out one day. Salt River Bay. Did we get? Nope, nothing. It's all women basically in this row. Edith. Let's see. I am looking for doubling, and I don't see any on her earrings. This is a Denver one. Probably. So, nope, it's a Philly. Back quarter, Kobe quarter. What we get more? Philly. God dog it. Did we get the strike through? Nope. Okay. Let's check this one out. Nope. Look at these careful later on. That dog, what's that damn bucket? There's the other quarter. I just dropped. We got the last ender, the other one that was kind of hit last. Okay, we got women. Morse Billings, but it's a Denver one. Not going to worry about that one right now. Eagle. Denver ain't gonna find nothing on that one. Eagle back, eagle back. Sorry, ride. 81. Yeah. I'm not sorting these out. I'm just going through them to look for anything old. 70. Right, brothers. Eagle. Arizona. What mark? I ain't gonna find nothing on that. Billy. I don't see it. P, you ready to get die chips on her? Nope. River no return. No die chips. Roosevelt, New York. Indiana. I do it with the damn bucket. They do it with that bucket. Oh, it's right below my feet. Like I said, we'll be hunting these a little bit later on by themselves. Don't see anything yet. Denver. Oh, darn. You realize we're like 3 weeks away from the new year with a chance, but soon new coins coming out. Denver. That's gonna be insane. I think BP I'd be doing dual dates on the dollar bills. Those on the paper money, that'd be more fun. Okay. Fort McKinney. Oh, it's one down. I ain't gonna find a doubling on that. Denver. God dog it. I want those two roads came from the same family. Oop, sorry. Put y'all back down this way. Nothing there. Let's see. Okay. I keep seeing it in the cell phone. Denver. The other side. You got the die chip in the hat. Got a die chip right there. Okay. Nothing on here. Anything on the leaves? So got a pretty tiny die chip or pre-die chip going on right there. No grease. Straight through. Okay. Getting down, we got 33 rolls left. Oh, who's here? But had SOQ coming out of one roll quarters, 1925. We got a war nickel out of the nickels, 43S. This one's heavier than the other one was with the, so we're gonna stay that one for last. Keep hitting to my phone. God dog it, I'm getting sleepy. Try to hurry this up. Oh yeah, give me something to snack on. I always do this to make sure I get the money out. No more billings. Do we have 2020? Nope. Payment mark. Mm-hmm. 65. 85. Mm-hmm. 'Hit the camera. Sorry. Okay. Last row coming up. Heavier than the other one we had that silver in it, so let's see what we get. Anybody in here? Happened last time. We got the war nickel. Dirt, dirt. Whoa! We got a second silver nickel. Y'all. Look, we got a second silver nickel. So another 1925. In God we trust. Philadelphia Minute. So there's two silver nickels in customer wrap rolls. That is crazy. That had to be somebody's collection or something. Some kid probably went through. Yeah, it's Denver. It might have been a proof. Okay. That's gonna be it, y'all. I don't see nothing else in these coins. So thanks for coming out this afternoon. I will rehunt these later. Since they're now separated, I can hunt them by whatever I need to. We're gonna do the nickels. So thank y'all for coming out. Y'all have a good Sunday afternoon. Remember, check both sides of the coins, because you never know what you're gonna find. So all that, we end up with 2 silver quarters, 1 war nickel. I got 2 of them. 30. You want to? I got 2 of them. 1, 2. 2 of them at face value. And this second one's a lot better shape too. It had to be somebody's collection. That's the only thing I can think of. I know you didn't see it. You weren't in here. This one was nicer. This is probably G4. This is probably a AG3. So yeah. 2 SLQs. Crazy, crazy hunt. And 1 war nickel. This only one I got pre-60. 1943 silver. S. There you go. Well, I'm going to get off. I'm going to go lay down for a bit before I have to go do my other job. So thank you everybody for coming out. And y'all have a good afternoon. And Dirty Warriors, I will be saying you something special. Just say Merry Christmas.